It's really interesting when you paddle or swim those rivers. You get a sense of what early populations, how they would have lived and traveled on those rivers. And it's probably one of the only places in Nova Scotia that has a complete, continuous history. It has a pre-contact Mi'kmaq presence on it when they resisted settlement in Halifax and Dartmouth, would travel that Shubenacadie corridor. It's one thing to canoe it, to appreciate it, but to swim it, I think it's just neat and must have been incredible.
Some pretty gnarly looking chain link fences there that makes it a little difficult to get in the water. We are in the mouth of the Shubenacadie Canal in Dartmouth Cove. Excited to get in the water and get out. It's beautiful, just like a nice warm tub.
Swimming 114 kilometers is no easy feat, but when Nick told me about his idea to swim the entire historic Shubenacadie Canal, I knew I needed to film it. So here we are, starting from our own backyards, and as far as we know, no one has ever swam the entire route before.
All right, what lock is this?
Lock 1. Yeah, watch out for that shark. Yeah, we'll see you along the way. Okay.
From the shores of Lake Banook, it was time to start the swim. And so just like that, we were off. Coming along on the trip as well was Nick's wife, Maureen, which made the trip extra special. This took a lot of planning, and there were still so many unknowns. The tides, how far Nick could swim every day, where we were going to camp. But for now, I was just excited to get out of the city and to get into nature, into a place that none of us had ever explored before.
So how you feeling after that?
Great first leg. Little different getting in the harbour than what I was expecting, but you know what? It was still an experience, and at least I could say I did it. It amazes me how quiet it is right in the middle of the city. You know, once you get out on the lake, you're really in a world of your own, and it's one of the things that I like about swimming so much.
What lock are we next to?
Yeah, so we're at lock 3 right now, so we're 1/3 done. 9 locks, but 1/3 done. Isn't that how it works?
The other ones are just a little bit more spread out, that's all, yeah. Yeah.
As Roger Lewis alluded to at the start, this waterway has a lot of history, dating back at least 5,000 years, from the Mi'kmaq to the French and the British, and the construction of the canal that started in 1826. Through a series of 9 locks, boats could navigate the waterways straight through the province. However, when the canal was finally completed in 1857, it was short-lived, closing for good in 1871, ultimately getting beat out by the thriving railway system. Nowadays, the Shubenacadie Canal Commission is not only in charge of preserving the history of the waterway, but also to provide access for education and recreation. And they also have a ton of resources on their website, so you can start exploring today. Nick's goal was to complete the swim in 7 days, averaging roughly 16 kilometers per day. That's easy to canoe, but to swim, at the end of the day, we have no idea what is about to happen. This paddle through the Shubie Park is one of my absolute favorite paddles to do. You can even rent your own board at Wildwood Water Sports right here inside Shubie Park. They're open every weekend. And if you're lucky, you can even skate it in the wintertime.
Damn. Damn. Oh, sweet. That's great.
So how's the day gone?
It's going great. Yeah, put in some good distance. Once we got through that portaging, that nice tailwind made things go nice and smooth. Looks like we probably got another kilometer or two to go.
All right, day 3, let's do it.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys in 6 hours.
As day 3 started, I could already tell that Nick was feeling a little bit tired. I think we were all a little tired of having to portage, start and stop so many times, and we were looking forward to getting into some of those bigger lakes and also getting into the Shubenacadie River. Today's destination was pretty cool. We could actually paddle right into our campsite at Laurie Park, which was a provincial park on Grand Lake. As we approached Fletcher Lake, which was Lock 4, I couldn't help but notice that the wind was really starting to pick up. This can make for a really long day, and Grand Lake is very grand and it's very exposed.
What does it say?
93.5. Lock 4. Try to be a little more energy.
What lock is this?
This is Lock 5. The trail shop.
How do you feel about having 89 kilometers left?
It's yeah, I'm looking forward to those tidal waters for sure. Today was a rough one. Tomorrow's going to be a challenging day too, but then it's going to get a lot easier, I think, once we get the tide against us. So. That was exhausting. Oh man.
Good job.
Thank you.
So what's on the go today, Nick?
We are going to take on Grand Lake, 2/3 Grand Lake actually. Oh. Feels good on the burn. Yeah, and then we're finally into the river. Probably, so time's at about 10 o'clock. We're gonna hit the river hopefully by 1 o'clock. And with any luck, the water's gonna be high enough so we don't have to portage too much. And it's gonna be a long day, but I'm not gonna push it too hard. We've got a nice tailwind. Just take our time along the river. I don't think we really have to push it too hard today, but it will. We might have to be in the water for probably till dinner time anyways, just to get the distance in.
Zip, buddy. Shubenacadie River.
Yeah.
Made it.
We did it. 7 legs down.
To Halifax?
No. Hey, what lock is this?
That's a good question. What lock is this?
Lock 6.
6. Lock 6. Sure. We're half done the river section. We can get there. We'll push it. I guess it just means I gotta make up another day, right?
Yeah.
I just as well.
Yeah, as long as you're feeling good, but we gotta get some food into you first.
Yeah, it's just my neck right now. It's getting tight on me.
Could be a lock. That would be lock 7. 41 kilometers to Halifax Harbour.
Okay. Lock 7. 30 striped bass right under me.
30?
30.
What?
So we're currently trying to find our camp spot for the night here. We were told that it was by lock 8. We have been paddling around and we can't find it. So I'm not panicking, but as you can see, the sun is going down and we don't know where we're staying yet today. So Nick is on the case and we're trying to find a spot too. And now we're stuck because I was filming. Sorry.
So you think it's kind of straight ahead?
Yeah, this is it here.
After a really long day in the water yesterday, with a little bit of stress, and not the best sleep in the world, we were all feeling a little bit anxious waking up for day 5. Nick had swam almost 50 kilometers at this point, and we could tell he was getting a little tired. But it was a beautiful morning, and we all kind of remembered this is a place that we've never been before. So we were trying to soak in the beauty as much as possible.
Okay, what lock is it, Nick?
Lock 8. Lock 9. some parts don't even feel like Nova Scotia. Just the, you know, the grass fields and the muddy banks.
So how did today go?
Today was good. Today's definitely better than yesterday. Made some good distance and actually got our first little bit of current coming, pushing us along. So we lost it here the last couple kilometers, but for the most part we had a bit of something coming along. The perspective of swimming, the vegetation changed completely through the, I don't know how much we did, 15 or 20K. We had a lot of long grass, eel grass starting off, very shallow, silty. And as it kind of got to here, it became more, less vegetation, and actually a few more fish, larger fish, looked like striped bass from what I could tell. Overall, just tired, and the shoulders are getting a little weak. Not able to go as long as I had in a day. I think about an hour ago, I basically conked out and was just treading water is what it felt like. Things are only going to get easier once these tidal waters start kicking in, so I think that's going to happen about halfway through tomorrow. We'll start to notice a bit of the pull. So actually when we start in the morning, we're going to have to try to time it so that we hit those tidal waters, you know, obviously on the, what's that, full tide or after full tide. Yeah. So we don't get a big blast in the face of tide.
Another big change for the day is we were letting our good friend Graham have a turn in the canoe, so I would be watching from the sidelines.
It was a long day in the water, and came across a porpoise and a dead 5-foot sturgeon, which was different. Didn't have any appreciation for those big fish being in the this far in up the river.
So what kind of day are you expecting today?
I don't know. I think this is going to be the biggest unknown day. I just don't know when we're going to be able to catch that tide. There's not really much tide right now. It seems to kind of stalled out the last 3 hours, so we're hoping we don't get a smash in the face with water going out to the Stewiacke. But as long as we can make it to the Stewiacke, I think we're good, because we'll be able to catch the outflow from the high tide this morning. So that's the goal, get the 7 or 8 kilometers up until we can get the catch that outflow.
So do you know where you're going to end up today?
No idea really. We have, the goal would be 30 kilometers up, but that means that we have to get a lot of pull from that tide. So really, we'll know by Stewiacke, I think.
Leaving from the shores of the Whispering Winds campground on the Shubenacadie, I could tell that Nick was pretty anxious for the day. There was a lot of unknowns. He had never swam in such tidal water before, and even though it said high tide, the water still appeared to be coming in. Nick decided to get in the water anyway and test his luck. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out. Now we were wondering if we were going to have enough time to make it to our destination.
We got the tide now, boy.
Just when Nick started to lose hope, the tide finally switched and Nick was now flying down the Shubenacadie River. We went to the Maitland Bridge to intercept them, and we almost didn't get there in time. They were going so fast. Of course, there was lots of people having fun sliding in the world-famous mud tides.
Good, that was a lot of fun.
I bet. Cruising.
Yeah, it's crazy in those corners.
Yeah.
It just slingshot you out. Basically just been enjoying this last little stretch.
So
There's been a seal following us.
Take it easy, Carter.
River of poo.
You want some water, Nick?
As Nick's 114-kilometer journey was coming to an end, I was feeling proud and very grateful for getting to tag along on this journey. He had pulled off something truly unique. Besides having a sweet adventure, one of our main goals was to inspire others to explore their own backyard and to get out and enjoy the Shubenacadie Canal waterway, whichever way you choose.
How's the water?
How'd that feel?
It's good. Good little leg. Hey, buddy.
Oh, okay. Ready? Hey, Rusty the champion.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Oh, there we go.
What a boy.
Oh, so sweet.